Okay, go.
What's going on, YouTube? This is Tanner More Dips, and it's been about 6 months or so, and I've been missing. Where did I go? Well, the thing is I got a new house, and I've been busy, and I had to clean the other house that I was in, and it's been pretty hectic and whatnot, so I'm back. And my friend, he went in the Marines. I don't think I uploaded a video with him in it, but he came over, and he's been checking every week, weekend, and he was like, how come you're not making videos anymore? And he likes dip and all that stuff, and I kind of felt bad, so this is for you, Brennan, if you see this, and for all my viewers and whatnot. So today we're going to do a Copenhagen Wintergreen review. It's already been cracked, and I'm not left-handed, I'm actually right-handed, and I actually broke my finger, and I'll tell you the story of that, and it's pretty freaking stupid. So here we go. Not bad for a left-handed, right-handed person packing with my left hand. Okay. This is hard as fuck though, I'm doing it left-handed. Opposite hand. I can't get a big pinch, so I'm gonna have to grab another one. Probably looks stupid as shit too. That's probably good. Okay. So the can's pretty cool. It's just like straight or whatever with Copenhagen. The ring on the can is gold, and it's like a winter. It's just green. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. Green and yellow. That's what's up. I'd have to give it a 10 out of 10. It has really good flavor. Every time I've gotten a can of Wintergreen, it's always been juicy, and I like that. The spit, you just like, all your spit builds up. I hate having to like get that kind of like school product, and you're like sucking on it trying to get your spit, and your spit just builds up no matter what. I like it. The flavor's really good too. I used to have a problem with it just because of the smell. I'd crack the can open and whatnot, and it just smelled really bad, but whenever I put it in, it was fine. But the smell is actually pretty good to me now. I got immune to it. Yeah, this is probably my favorite dip. I wish they'd come out with Skull Watermelon, but that's like one of those things. I think it might be like a hoax or some shit, because I mean, I don't even know how young I was when I heard that, and the only thing that made my dream come true was Copenhagen Mint, and it was alright. I mean, I expected a lot more out of it. But it's still not bad. Not bagging on it. It's pretty good. I want that Skull Watermelon. I think that'd be like a every now and then kind of thing. Like, ooh, I've been dipping Wintergreen for a while. Kind of feel like getting some Skull Watermelon. And what else? I think Grizzly's coming out with a dark straight. I would really like that. I like straight dips. And I made a review with straight, and it ran out of flavor. That's the only reason why. I think I gave it an 8 out of 10. But straight's really good. I like it. It's not harsh on your gums, and it has good flavor. But Wintergreen's been the shit lately. I've been getting like these bruised-looking things on my gums, but it's really good. But I'm gonna tell the story of my finger, because you guys will laugh your ass off. So I got drunk, and I was fucking around. There's a cup. We had a cup, and it had brass knuckles on it. And I was being stupid. I don't even know why I did it, but I went in the kitchen, and I had my finger like propped up on the counter, and I grabbed a wrench, and I was trying to like break the cup, like spread it apart to where the brass knuckle, glass knuckles come off of the fucking thing. Well, turns out I shattered it. A piece of glass cut my finger, and my finger actually, like, it broke the knuckle, and blood was squirting everywhere. There was piles of blood. Everyone was freaking out, and I was like, oh shit, my finger's bleeding, and fucking blood was just spraying out of my finger. And I go to the doctor, and I was gonna think of a story, because that sounds so fucking stupid. Like, oh, I went in the kitchen and broke my finger with a wrench for no fucking reason at all, and I was drunk. So I went in there, and he's like, so what happened? I'm like, trying to think of a story, and I was like, fuck, why the fuck didn't I think of a backstory? This sounds stupid. So I was like, well, yeah, I kind of went in there, and I was trying to I was trying to hang up pictures, and I couldn't find my hammer. So I was looking for like 45 minutes, and I was like, fuck this, I'm just gonna go grab a wrench. And I was like, yeah, I guess like whenever I was doing it, I hit the glass on accident, and it cut me, and I guess I hit my finger. I had adrenaline, so I didn't really feel it. And he's like, oh, well that happens to me all the time. I always grab like rocks and stuff to nail stuff in and all kinds of crazy shit. I was like, oh, well I guess I don't look that stupid anymore, even though I didn't tell him what actually happened, which I'm glad. So pretty stupid. I thought it was funny at the time, but now I can't play video games. I can't do anything with this fucking hand, dude. Bullshit. I can't even pack dip. Oh, and I got some nasal snuff. I tried it a long time ago, and I liked it. I forgot what it was called. Shit. Do you remember what it was called? Oh, this is my buddy Zach, by the way. I think he was in the first dip review or whatever.
Yeah.
But I forgot what that stuff's called. I'll do a video. I got like apricot and scotch, original, cola. I got a vanilla. I got a bunch of flavors, and it's pretty cool. You just kind of like, I like to get like a little thing going on here, a little cup, little area, and I'll just like dab it in there, and I'll have a pile, and you just kind of snip it. It's pretty cool. It gives you a head rush, and it kind of burns a little bit, but I like it. It's nice. Yeah, I can do a review on that. My favorite one's probably apricot, because that's the only one I could really get like the flavor of, like its actual flavor. Because the other ones, it kind of just shot up in my nose and I didn't get much flavor out of it. But apricot was pretty fucking awesome. It was bomb. But yeah, this wintergreen setting in, it's real nice. Lately, I've been putting in like bigger dips, and I've been getting buzzes from it. And I don't really get buzzes very often. I've been dipping for years, and love every minute of it. I wish they come out with more dips though. I'm just kind of getting tired of all the. I just dip all the time. I'm always dipping different stuff because it gets kind of old. But wintergreen hasn't really gotten old on me, and that was actually like one of my first dips that I actually did, and I stuck with it. I had like a pyramid going. I got one now, but I don't have it put up. So once I get further, I'll probably put one up like in the background or something. And I got a new camera today, and sometimes it focuses in and out, but I like it. It's pretty nice. But you said you were gonna say something, didn't you?
Yeah, sure. So a while ago, this was around like the first time we started hanging out.
Oh, by the way, American Mud Jug. Had to kind of say that. I had the camo one in the videos, but I have another one I have to put up on this. So go ahead. Sorry.
But anyways, this was around whenever me and Tanner started hanging out. He lived in Gillespie at the time at his old house, and I went over there, and he just like kept trying to get me to take a dip, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll do it. And this was actually like my real very first dip. So I put, because this was my first dip, I actually put like a large one in because I didn't know at the time. So they were sitting there laughing at me. I put one in. I was like, man, this is weird. Like, I've never experienced anything like this before. We leave for about like 20 minutes. We go to our other friend's, Ty's cabin. That's all. That's at the Gillespie Lake.
Pause for a second. But I remember this. I actually thought that video I had him in where he did the first dip. I actually thought that was his first dip, but I forgot about this. And this was pretty freaking. It was funny. It was really funny. But yeah, anyways, so
on Ty, he was actually in. He was in one of his videos. He was in the very first one.
It was Grizzly Darkmount. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah. So we went over there, and I started feeling pretty buzzed, and I was like overheating a lot. I was feeling hot, and I started feeling sick. And as soon as I get out of the car, I just throw up everywhere. Just so much throwing up.
Mountains of puke.
It was
a lot.
It was a lot. And they were just sitting there laughing at me the whole time. I was like, oh, fuck you guys, man. That's not funny. Like, well, it was kind of funny. But
I was laughing, but I kind of felt bad because I understand because I almost peaked one time, but I understand like the overheating thing because I was in the car and this was when I first started and I had the wintergreen and I did a horseshoe you know, starting to get over my mouth, juices just piling down my lip and stuff. Because when you pack it too tight, you got that like black looking like you know, like spit just hanging down your lip. You're wiping it and shit.
Yeah.
But I had that going on. They had the heat cranked all the way up in the car, and I was like, "Fuck, dude! Like my body is getting so hot." I started feeling fidgety and shit, and like it was pretty bad. But I kept my cool, didn't throw up, and I'm glad. But I mean, if you throw up, you gotta throw up.
I think the reason why I threw up because I don't think I had anything to spit in, so I was like kind of swallowing it, and yeah, I just threw up a lot. Our friend Ty, he was giving me so much shit. I was like, man, fuck you. But later, I actually put another one in just to try to get used to it, because I didn't know if that would be something I would later end up doing, like he is now. I don't do it now because it's not my thing, but yeah, and I just kept throwing up, so I was like, man, if I'm just gonna throw up every time I do it, I just won't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't really like it too, because my thing is like it's the way you pack your dip too, because I always get like a square. At the beginning of this video, I actually packed dip pretty good. It's just I'm not left-handed, and it kind of like I had to grab 2 pinches or whatever, but which I still got it in a nice little ball. Well, not little, but decent sized ball. But I think his problem is he doesn't pack it real tight, so it's like in the square, like in your lip. I think that's why like it kind of like gets everywhere in his mouth and like strands of dip in your teeth, and you know he kind of thinks it's disgusting, which I understand. Some people don't like dip, some people like cherish it and like they're obsessed with it like me. And yeah, I don't see why people don't like dip, and I love it. It's awesome, and it's not as disgusting. Like it's like everyone's like, oh, you're putting that shit in your lip, you're putting that in your mouth, that's fucking nasty, and you're spitting it out. And I'm like, well, it's one of those things you could go in like somewhere and like unless someone's looking at you, they won't know you're doing it because it's like hidden and it doesn't stink. And I mean, if you're smoking a cigarette, it fucking like it's so harmful to other people. Like they'll just be sitting in there, secondhand smoke. They could have babies in there. You could fill up the room with smoke. It's got like so many chemicals in it. It's horrible. One day I was seeing if any place around had like nasal snuff because I really wanted to try it again. And I actually had my girlfriend went and got it because I was like being lazy as hell. And she went and she thought she got it, but it was like the pouches, and I was like, fuck that, because I'm not a pouch guy. I don't like it. It's not strong enough for me. Even if I put in a shitload of them, I don't really like them. But I was like, hey, why don't you take some of them? And he's like, because he vapes a lot like he is right now, but I was like, here, have some of these, because I think we were out of juice or the coil was burnt in that or something. And he's like, no, dude, I'd rather smoke. No, you're smoking cigarettes, I think. Yeah. And I was like, come on, just do it. And he was like, no, cigarettes are way better. And I was like, fuck no, they aren't. Like, I don't know too much about like what's in this, but I know a lot of people can argue, but I know that this does not have fiberglass in it. It has like salt in it, a lot of salt, which I may be mistaken, but that's just what I've heard. And I don't think there's I don't think there's glass in this, but you never know. I always thought it was just a lot of salt. What?
You're at 13 minutes.
I'm at 13 minutes, but I'm gonna finish real quick. But I think doesn't a cigarette have like 2,000 chemicals? I'm pretty sure it does. Somewhere around there, there's a lot of chemicals, and they can put a lot of shit in there. I just don't trust them. I don't like them. And yeah, if you get offended, sorry. I mean, not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm just like stating how I feel. I'm not like. Some people dip and smoke. I'm not against it. I just wouldn't do it myself. But yeah, don't know how good this video is, but I think I did pretty decent. And just let me know if you want me to do any dip reviews. I'm down to do whatever you guys want. And if you want stories or whatever, just comment and like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Tanner more dips.